mga kalaban natin. I don't know how they survive outside of the biodome. But they're there, armado pa.
Kailangan kong tulong mo.
Hawak na nila lahat ng dekadang research natin. Huwag mo silang tulungan.
Kalimutan muna natin ang kasaysayan.
Tingnan mo yung mga samples. Mutated, pero viable sila. Ilang tao dito ang magpapatayan dahil dyan.
ALIMUOM is our first attempt at a very serious science fiction film, and it posits a future Philippines where the environment is so toxic that all agriculture has been banned. Any type of plants being grown anywhere is illegal. Any kind of non-synthetic food is being imported from off planet. The governments all over the world are so game to illegalize agriculture is because the self-same people who are sitting in the governments are also the people on the boards of those corporations that are running those companies. The background of how this idea came about was actually I had this really fun chat with a Fulbright scholar, Hilka Randang, who's been touting natural farming techniques. And I was asking him, well, what's the worst case scenario? And within a few hours conversation, it was clear that we went all the way to peace and order and food scarcity. So parang ang bilis ng progression ng usapan namin. This is the real scenario that is applicable. It's actually realistic. And that kind of started off the journey on how to start writing this story. The TOFARM Film Festival is a really wonderful kind of project because it's an advocacy project where they're promoting and kind of celebrating the lives of our farmers, our farming community. What was interesting was that for some reason, and I'm very happy, they're open to what a TOFARM film could be. Because the assumption is that if it's a TOFARM film, you shoot mo sa bukid, tsaka talagang apak sa lupa, realistic, almost social realist in its attack, right? So I was very, very happy and honored that they were open enough to take this conceptual idea and say, this is also a TOFARM film. So malaking bagay yun sa akin. That also expands what's possible for us filmmakers and what we can do, right? So in that sense, it being genre busting is excellent. Na open sila. Okay, I used to not believe in that. I think the point is there's always a solution, right? Whatever it is. So yes, we would have an ideal timeline, we have ideal things, but then you realize, okay, but you can still solve problems creatively and with high quality. We don't have time to make the physical miniature. We don't have time to do green screen chroma. And guess what? We only shot a few chroma elements. You'll be surprised. You'll think the whole thing's done on a soundstage. It's not.
Babe lang yan. Marlon Ellie combo yun.
Ito. Ano, high speed ba yan?
Gusto mo mag-high speed?
Yeah. And we joke na parang if you go to a place and if you're shooting this way, it's a mall. You shoot this way, it's sci-fi. You pan this way, it's a mall. You pan this way, food court, sci-fi. Food court, sci-fi. Okay, that's a very good question because that's the hardest conceptual hurdle for other people to understand. Let's say usually when you say sci-fi, it's assumption kasi Pinoy, it's a comedy. The assumption is it has to be slick. Well, guys, we're Pinoy. Our sci-fi would never look like Star Trek. It would make no sense. When I go to Manila, you go to Tondo, you see even in the most high-tech places, it's not zoned. Or if it's zoned, the zoning isn't followed. So even in our design, you'll see that we're doing things like repurposing old objects. So you'll see, let's say, there's a classic radio, let's say, it's like from the 50s. Same thing with the costumes. We're mixing, like, we had a scene where we had a guy in like a bowler hat and old shades and handlebar mustache. Pero yung tail na suot niya was shiny material, the synthetic. So dun natin binabali yung look niya. Pero nakuugat talaga siya sa real stuff. It's not a sanitized feature. Basta nakaugat yung concept sa katotohanan,
Marami tayong budget.
then whatever concept you have has resonance. It's like wolf in sheep's clothing. You're actually hiding a really, really tough subject. Dapat nakaugat yung konsepto sa isang bagay na malalim, importante. Feel ko lang na gumawa ng cool images.